Mitch Vaughn. I've been playing guitar for numerous years, and I thought I'd throw together a little instructional video to help young guitarists who are new and would like to learn more. These are on basic patterns on the neck, and I hope it helps. So what I'm going to do is zoom in now so you can look at the guitar neck instead of this ugly mug. Alright, the first thing I want to show you is patterns. Guitar is made up of patterns. You learn all the patterns on the neck and you'll be able to play anything. First pattern I'm going to show you on a guitar, we're going to start with the A chord, A bar chord. This is going to be home bass, 5th fret. Okay. In blues, rock and roll, you're going to want to play 7ths and 9s. But what I'm going to show now is patterns for basically guitar. So with the 5th fret being your home bass, we're going to start on the small E string, okay, home bass, down 2 frets, B string, home bass, down 2 frets, G string, home bass, down 3 frets, 4th string, D string, home bass, down 3 frets, then A string, home bass, down 2 frets, then E string, home bass, down 2 frets. Depending on the length of your fingers, depends on whether you're going to use your little finger or just your 2 fingers. So you learn that pattern, and that's your first basic pattern. Again, it's a pattern, therefore you can use the same pattern any place up the neck. If you're playing in, let's slide it up to the key of B, there's your home bass right there in the 7th fret. Now it's the same pattern. Okay, back to the A chord. Next pattern is the above the home bass. Again, the A chord. Up 3, home bass. Up 3, home bass. Up 2, home bass. Up 2, home bass. Up 2, home bass. Up 3, home bass. So you learn those patterns and you become efficient with them and changing between the two. Next pattern, I'm just going to show you a few notes above that because I like to use it. I'm not going to show you the full pattern, but with that, off of your second pattern, slide up here to where your first finger is in your 7th fret on your 3rd string. Now, the notes that I'm showing you are not the only notes you're going to use, but those notes are what I call the landing notes. There are exceptions, of course, with what you're going to play, but for the most part, use the other notes in between as walking notes. Okay, next little lick I'm going to show you, or trick I'm going to show you, is hammer-ons and hammer-offs. Okay, hammer-on is where you take a note, play the note before it, and hammer on with your finger. You strike the fretboard hard so it'll make a sound. Hammer off is where you kick it a little bit to make the sound. So instead of picking the notes, that's picking every one. Hammer on and hammer off. Okay. Those are all hammer-ons. You can be very fast with it. Okay, and then finally, the bending. Especially in blues, rock and roll, you have to bend your strings instead of playing like blues. Doesn't have very much feeling. You want to play with soul, you bend them. So now you become efficient playing those different patterns. Remembering to play the notes in between as walking notes. Become efficient with the patterns and then just experiment with what you can do with them. Turn them into blues. Again, I hope that helped. It's just a couple of patterns, basic patterns, to help you understand the neck of the guitar. And remember, these same patterns can be used all the way up the neck, depending on what key you're in. And it's just a couple of the patterns. There are numerous others to learn. But the trick is to memorize the patterns so you don't have to think about them. And just play them over and over and over. Become efficient at them. And you're on your way. Thanks. Have a nice day.